Hey everyone, welcome to the next episode. Well, it's sort of a shielding ward, advance enhancement, and cubing video all in one, all in about 12 minutes. As you can see, I'm buying all the stuff for what I need to do. I just bought the additional pendant slot. Like, I've had it on my Corsair for a while now. Like, this cash shot recording was a week or two ago. But I've just been slowly recording. I just went through so many things that it was and I had to buy some Permo next. I've been buying some every time. The lion head. I don't know. It's more of a Tony thing than my thing. I just wanted to try it on, and I don't think I got anything else from that. I think I just got the aviators. I was going to get the shoes, but they don't look that good. And I've already got a perma cape, so I didn't want to get that cape. And yeah, faces. I was just like, no. But yeah, so this video, I think it takes off from where we left off with my gun. I think it was at 7 enhancements when we last did it. I was doing it with normal enhancement scrolls, so I switched to advanced ones. And so it's a lot harder to land them. I think 6. Well, now it's 7. And no, it's 8. So it decreases a lot. Like, by the 9th slot, it gets down to I think 20%, something like that. Like, chance of passing. So yeah, I landed the first 8 quite easily, and then it just got pretty extreme from then on. But while this is going, I'll just answer some questions. On the cubing video I put up, people are asking what's the attack of the gun. You'll find out in probably a few minutes once all the enhancements are done. The potential stat on my core, I haven't done it yet because the Jett got 120, and then I was able to give it as a buff to my Corsair. But I'll just I'll do that when I get back to my Corsair. So once the Jett's 200 and everything, if I get my gun to where I want it to be in terms of cubing, because like that's what I'm doing after all the enhancements. So it'll be at the end of this video. Once my gun's legendary and it's got a few percent boss stacks, I'll work on my core, and then I'll finish off the rest of my equips. That was actually something that I forgot about when I said that I was going to be doing all of that. And then people are asking as well on the overall, when I got 15% all stat, they're like, I thought you said you were going for 18% or higher. I didn't take into the account what if I got 15% all stat, because or any kind of all stat really, because if you think about it, what's better, 15% dex and 15% strength in one, as well as all the other stats, of course, because it's all stat, or 18% dex. It gives out a little bit more damage when it's 18% dex, but having that overall there, it adds extra strength on. It means that if I ever wanted to, say, make a buck, I could do it. If I ever wanted to get 1 to 200 as well, like make it like a side project of just leveling it, I can use that as it's a pirate equip. It can be equipped on any pirate, and having it at 15% all stat means that it's just a strength equip at the same time. So it'd probably sell more than an 18% dex thing would. 18% dex overall. So that's why I kept it. because really, 15% dex with 1% dex, 15% all stat with 1% dex neb is good. 16% all stat, 16% dex altogether if you add it all up. And yeah, so I'll just move on. People are asking what's so special about the enlightening cubes. Basically, once the equip is legendary, it raises the chance of stats stacking with each other. So say like 12% dex, 12% dex, like there's a high chance of that happening. So I could get 24% dex, hypothetically, if I were to be lucky with the cubes. That's what I was hoping for when I was using the enlightened cubes, but I wasn't seeing the stacks that I wanted to. Like, I didn't really see anything good when I was using those enlightened ones. That's why the overall stacked with 9% and 6%, making it 15%, because it's got a higher chance of putting two of the same, I think, stats on it. I don't know if it has. It's not always going to guarantee being the same percentage, but it'll put it's more of a chance of doing that. So yeah. Yeah, so that's why I'm using the enlightened cubes. I think they're pretty good. For 25k, like, people have gotten some good results through them, so I'll be using more of them into the future. And then random 35s asked me what's my motivation to train. Really, just the thought of having a fifth 200. Like, I can make a Zac Exped of 200 characters just because I can. That's not the only thing, but it's just one of the things. It's one of the motivators now, because now it's just like not to get 200 because I've never done it before, because I have. So that's really what it comes down to. And people are asking me, how can you train for so long and so frequently? Well, 4 hours is really not that much in comparison to what everyone else was doing when they were training their phantoms and their jets. 4 hours every night, just join the Skype call and just start training. And then Tristan trained with me for a little bit. Ash has been training with me. He's a 19X Mercedes, so he's been training before he goes to bed, and then just training with me every once in a while, and then leeching. And so it's just that sort of stuff keeps me going. And really, I find it pretty peaceful. I find it as a really good activity to it's a real stress reliever in a way, because you can just sit down for 4 hours and just grind. And you can, like, I put on music sometimes, I put on movies, TV shows, if there's no one in call. So that's how I tend to maintain focus. The bad thing about that is if you're watching a movie or a TV show, there's a high percent chance of you dying because you're just not paying attention. So we're into the cubing side of it. So with training, I guess I've just been doing it. I just had to get back into my old rhythm. Like, yes, sitting down the first few times on 2x cards was difficult. I found that it was hard to maintain like full attention for the full 4 hours. But I slowly got used to it again, and really, Hall of Honor is such an awesome place to train as well. Like, it's just fun. I die a couple of times, but that just makes it more challenging. Because I think when I was setting that cubing overall video to render, I was training at the same time as I was just I was setting it up with one hand and training with one hand at the time, and then suddenly when it had finished uploading or rendering, and then I set it to upload onto YouTube, the internet started lagging a lot, and then I died 4 times in a row or something like that. So I used all my safety charms at once. So I've got to buy some more when Maple goes back up, because as I'm recording, the game is going through its scheduled update. Hopefully the scheduled update doesn't go over time, because I'd like to fit in some training. If it doesn't, this video will still be up, anyways. So yeah, you'll still get something, and then I'll just be training again tomorrow night and Friday night, Saturday, maybe Saturday night. I'm not sure. Just depends what happens, and Sunday as well, most likely. So yeah, I'm really happy that I got the gun to 190 attack with the 10th enhancement. You didn't know how frustrating that was, just because I wasn't doing enhancement after enhancement after enhancement. Because you probably saw that. Well, for the first few ones, I had a whole stack, but then once they all failed, I was in a bit of trouble because I didn't have any advanced enhancements left. I was buying them in the FM. I was finding a few for like a mil, and they're only 50 mil each at the moment. And yeah, so I was just scavenging whatever I could, owling a lot, going and grabbing them and doing them one by one. Like, I didn't want to let them stack up, because what's the point in buying them if when there was one scroll left to go and it didn't. I could have just resold them, but I'd just rather not have to deal with them at all. So yeah, now that's all over, which is good. It's the last thing I'm probably gonna have to scroll until they come out with a new set of equips, which they're always bound to do. And my gun, it's being typical, I guess. I'm going to use super cubes on it next time I cube it, so probably what's today? Yeah, probably tomorrow or the next day. I'll cube it again, so I'll be out with another video in the next 2 days or so, just depending on when I buy it, or it could even just be on the weekend when I get some NX. But I'll use supers on it, and then enlighten once it goes legendary. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys later.